Hello, everyone. Hello, we are live. Welcome to my mess of an office right now. I finally got around to putting some shelving together and stuff for this side of the office, and that has meant we had to clean out all of the junk that was just like sitting on the floor here. And so basically, it just all got shoved there, aka Dan's magic cards that he has needed to organize for forever, and I love him so much. But that's okay. I've got a ton of organizing that I also need to do with all of that crap. So I apologize for the background, but like this just is what it is. I also my yoga ball is apparently very not in the best place here. Yes, so we're having a very casual sit down for today. I hope we can all enjoy it. I could not put on makeup. Not that I guess I really care anymore, but like I think I have a face fungus, you guys. Like what even is on my face? I think it's like from what I've looked up online, it's some kind of like dermatitis or something. And I need to schedule a dermatology appointment for it. It's like flaky, but like there's all these little pustules underneath it, like, and it never goes away. Like I've had it for like 3 weeks now. At first, I thought it was just because, like I had been sick. When was it? Like a few weeks ago or a month ago now. And so when I got back to work, I wore a mask to be polite and everything. And then a sickness was like going around at work, and so I didn't want to get sick again, so I kept wearing my mask. So I've been wearing a mask every day for like the past month, and it was just reminding me of beginning times, and just the mask knee. Do we remember the acne that masks caused and or cause? And so at first I thought that's what it was, but it's not. This is so different. I have never had anything like this before, and it sucks. It's just, and it's not like painful or anything. It can be a little itchy sometimes, but like, I just hate it. I hate it so much. And like I said, I think it's, sorry, I'm like in a very strange position. But yeah, it's bothering me, and I didn't decide I wanted or that I needed to go like see a dermatologist because I've been trying to like put Aquaphor and stuff on it, hoping that that will make it better. Not putting makeup on it, not using any harsh like chemicals or anything's on it, and it's not going away. So on Friday, I was like, okay, like I finally need to schedule a dermatology visit, and like all dermatology offices around me are apparently like not open past like 2 p.m. on Friday. And I'm like, what? I don't, okay, that's fine. So I need to wait until tomorrow because they're also closed on the weekends. And I've also heard that it takes like a month or two to get into dermatology anywhere. So, like, how long am I going to live with this? How long do I have to live with this? It's not the end of the world. But, like, at the same time, I really would like for this not to be on my face anymore. Wouldn't that be nice? So, yeah, Quincy, hello. Glad you could catch a live, and glad to everyone else that is here. Hello to Chris. Great to see you on this beautiful Sunday. I'm sorry. I'm so. Is that better? I'm like not centered, and that for some reason that's really bothering me right now. Not that I'm much more centered right here, but either way, I was featured in Jen Love's video. It was so refreshing. What was that about? What was that about? Oh, Jen, and it's nothing against Jen. I just don't watch much of any makeup content in general anymore. So, like, what video was it in? That's so sweet. I miss Jen. She's such a sweetheart. Really, I need to catch up with her. But yeah, how is everyone? Jocelyn, you wear a mask all the time. You're all up in there with your PTS. LOL, you're a mammotech. I don't know. Oh, like a mammogram? Tech technician? My brain can only think of like technologist. I'm like, I don't think that's a word. Chris says maybe a yeast infection cream. You've heard that works. Yeah, and like from what I've heard or at least read online, if this is the dermatitis, I forget what kind of dermatitis it was. It was like some kind of oral where it like only happens on this part of your face. If it is that one, I just feel like everyone said like do not use an over-the-counter steroid cream, like it will make it worse. So Stop the minty toothpaste. Absolutely not. I love my minty toothpaste. I've been using the same toothpaste since high school. I doubt that's what did it. Alicia, sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, but you had dermatitis from a face wash and it took months to go away. I know, like, I feel like that's what's gonna be my future. But either way, it is what it is. Maybe a sensitivity reaction to a product. It's maybe, but I'm not using anything new. That's why it's so strange. Like, I guess I switched up a couple of my products maybe like a month and a half to 2 months ago, but like that was so long ago, like kind of recent, but not really. So I don't know. Sorry. Are you guys kind of wiggly? I do apologize. I've got you on kind of a precarious little setup here. It doesn't help. Does anyone else, like, I guess I've only really noticed this because of my videos, but like because I live in an apartment building and I know, well, okay, I guess I won't say that, but like either way, the ground is shaky and like in real life, I don't notice this, but here, like on camera and stuff, stuff gets all shaky and I'm like, I'm not like hitting my camera or anything. Like it's literally just from like people walking around and stuff, and also like the streets and whatnot that I'm surrounded by. It's a whole thing. Hello to everyone saying they missed me. Hi guys. I know last week was such a this last month has just been a long month and nothing awful has happened that I can really think of. Like there've been some stressful days at work, but like aside from that, it's really been a normal-ish month, except for the fact that like every single day of every single week and weekend, I had something going on. And like I hate that it sounds so like ungrateful and stuff because like I am so grateful for the friends and family that I have, and so I was really excited to be able to like see them on multiple different weekends and like do different things with different like the handful of friends that I have left here in my life. Like I cherish them and I appreciate them and I'm so happy that we finally got to spend time together, but like I'm exhausted. Like even if it was just a stupid, like, oh, I didn't have a doctor's appointment, but like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment that day. I know it's not a big deal. Or like, oh, I have to go and pick up clothes from the tailor, or like, oh, I have to go and pick up a prescription or something. It's like, I didn't have even one day where I could just not leave my apartment, which I get it. I know, like first world problems. But for an introvert like me, I just was so drained. Like I never felt like I was able to recharge my batteries and I was running on absolute empty. And then the hard days at work were happening near the end of the month where I was already drained. And so it was just, I needed to take last Sunday off. And I apologize for that. But for my mental health and well-being, and I'm so glad I did because I had another hard week at work last week. Like I said, it wasn't like hard. I guess, yeah, that was a hard day, but like most of it was just normal. It was a long week for whatever God-given reason. And yeah, I needed to take last Sunday off. So I really appreciate you guys for understanding, or at least for those of you who do understand or did understand, I appreciate it. I promise I'm trying to like get back into the swing of things. It's just been a lot. So thank you very much to Allison for the super chat. I appreciate ya. My favorite YouTuber for years. Your kids and I used to watch the unicorn unboxings. In my life, you're very special. Don't ever change. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. That makes my heart so happy. I don't have any Unicorno unboxings coming up, and like I don't even know when this unboxing will happen. I haven't even filmed it yet, but I do have 2 products that are not Pokemon related. They're not Pokemon cards, and so I know some of you are going to be very excited to see the opening. Like I said, it's not even Tokidoki, like it's not Unicornos, but like it's the same kind of a thing. And I'm so excited to open these up. Like you guys have no idea. Like I said, I have not had the time to film the unboxing, so I have no idea when it's going to get posted on that channel. It probably won't be for a couple months or so. Like I have no idea, but there will be not Pokemon content coming for those of you who like to watch that. So, yay! Has Dan been experiencing strange health scares, rashes as well, or is it just me? As far as I know, it is just me. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on him anyways. So I think it's just me. This is probably something that can spread, right? I guess I don't actually even know. I might have to wear a mask to smooch him. No, he does not care. He would rather get the rash, actually. But yeah, so thank you, Michael. You got to do what you got to do for your mental health. I know, like I'm really bad about. I try really hard to prioritize it, and I do in little ways, but not always in like ways that will be maximum. I'm sorry. Is this so shaky? I don't really have anything else here that I can use to stabilize it. So I do apologize. I hope I'm not making anyone sick. Oh my gosh, Allison, you just went to the store and you saw so many new unicornos. You were like, Cassie. That's awesome. Yeah, I do still like unicornos. I just don't have them displayed anywhere here. And maybe once I get like an actual house and stuff and I feel like displaying things again, maybe I'll get more into them. But I just felt like as the series kept coming out, I just wasn't as interested in them. Like maybe one or two from each set, but not really wanting a whole collection of them. So that's really what that was all about. But KV, you just started a new job after years of not working and you're overwhelmed by the load of new things you have to learn. I always think of you because you were able to do it and it gives me motivation. Oh, that's so sweet. And it's so true. Like, you're going to do great. I know the transition is so hard after you have either not been working or you've been working from home for however many years and now you're going back into the workplace, like whatever kind of a shift that is. It is so hard. It is so different. Like, give yourself grace. I know, or at least if you're anything like me, you want to be perfect from the get-go. Like you want to know all of the things right away. It's just not possible. So like, please give yourself that grace that like you are, I'm assuming, going to be doing your best. You are trying hard. You need to give yourself time to learn, and you need to give yourself the grace to make mistakes in order to learn. So you can do it. You can do it. So you just broke out with a rash? Yeah. I have no idea. No idea where this came from. I really don't. They're expensive. The unicornos, I know that too. So it's like, I mean, maybe if they were $1, I'd be like, sure, I'll unbox these for you guys. But like, I don't have unlimited monies. So yeah, either way. Let's see. Someone was just diagnosed. Oh, perioral dermatitis. That sounds right. That sounds like the thing that I looked up online, and this is what it looks like. You were just diagnosed with that on Friday. Your derm told you to use, is it Cetaphil or Cetaphil? I think it's Cetaphil cleanser, moisturizing cream, and metronidazole cream, and low-dose doxycycline. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people said you needed an antibiotic to actually clear this up. But yeah, I also don't want to I guess if it's going to take a couple months, maybe I can try some things in the meantime, but I also feel weird self-diagnosing myself with something that I'm not completely sure what it is. But either way, if I considered therapy again, you're finally in a good spot mentally and you decide to go back because you think it'll be good to talk through past stuff when you're in a good spot. I think that's a good idea. I haven't considered going back to therapy. I just don't know that there's anything super. Maybe there's a couple things here and there where yeah, I could probably talk through that, but also it's not impacting my life that I know of. To need to go back at the moment. But that being said, therapy is always a good idea. I also just don't know when I would be able to work it into my schedule, but I guess if it's worth it, you will prioritize it. So yeah, I probably could use it. Like I said, everyone can use therapy. It is not a bad thing, the stigma and all of that. But I just, yeah, I don't know, maybe someday I'm sure I will go back to therapy at some point. But either way. Is my job income good? You told your boss you needed a new job for financial reasons and they offered you more money. Crazy, but I still get to live in Germany. That's awesome. My job income is not great, but it's doable. I I don't know how much I can or should say. I mean, I'm definitely not going to tell you guys how much I make an hour because that's just weird. It's more than minimum wage, but it's also it's a livable wage. Okay, it's not the best. If I did not have Dan in my life, I'd be able to scrape by month to month, but barely. I would definitely need to downsize my apartment for sure. But do I have a college degree? I do, embarrassingly. I shouldn't say embarrassingly. It's embarrassing in the sense that and it's not embarrassing, but you know, like I don't use it. Like it's a very expensive piece of paper. Have Dan and I found a solution with Dan not helping with chores as much? Yes. I mean, we haven't like found a solution, but Dan has been helping out so much more, and it has been so nice. And I try my best to like acknowledge it every time it happens for like that positive reinforcement. You know, like it's been really good the past couple of weeks. Like I have seen the effort. It's not perfect, but also we're trying to correct like decades. Correct, you know, we're trying to change decades of living habits, you know, so like I can't expect for it to change overnight. So I'm just taking in and appreciating the change that I am seeing. So, thank you. Is it Bex Gen X? Have I ever thought of doing art again full time? You think I'd be a wonderful art teacher? I have such talent and such creativity. Well, I really appreciate that. I don't feel like I'm the most creative person in the world, and I think that's one of the many things that holds me back. I have a very awful case of imposter syndrome. You know, I could have all the accolades and all of the this, that, and the other thing in the world, and I would still be like, there's so many people better than me out there. Like, I guess that's probably a therapy thing. But either way, yeah, I don't know. I would certainly think about doing some kind of like a community art class or something maybe someday. Um, oh, awesome. Is it Diva Misla? You're drawing aquarelle / watercolor painting and listening to you. Perfection. Well, thank you. I'm so glad I can be some background noise for you. I hope I can talk about something kind of interesting. Did I hear about Wendy Williams? I have not. I hope things are okay. I feel like she was struggling with some kind of a health problem at some point. I know nothing about Wendy Williams. I've never watched her show or anything. I just know that she exists, and she how you doing? There we go. I was like, I know she has some kind of a catchphrase. Maybe ringworm, which is a type of fungus. It is. There's creams specifically for that. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. This could be multiple things. So I don't know. And so I don't know that, will it just make it worse if I just throw everything at it? Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, yes, maybe that will help, but maybe it will also make it worse. So, like, should I just wait? Or do I try all of these things in the hopes that maybe it won't make it worse, it'll make it better? Choices. I have a hard time making them. Let's see. College experiences help us with critical thinking, so I'm sure it wasn't a waste of time to get your degree, even if you don't use it. Thank you. No, I do agree with you on that one. Do I think that these experiences are worth the amount of money that college and everything cost me? I don't know. I mean, obviously, like being where I am now and having had past experiences, it's like obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, but like, yes, those things all helped to shape me into the person that I am today. And I don't hate where I'm at today. So, like, worth it? Probably, because without those things, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. However, I also think I could have gotten similar / other experiences, and my life would just be completely different. Yeah. So do I regret getting my degrees? No. However, money. It all comes down to money. Isn't that sad? And also realistic. Yes. Yeah. Student loans. Not fun. Not fun. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Again, Bex Gen X. That's definitely a therapy thing, girl. We can all see how talented you are. The only imposter is the voice of you saying those things. Are we here to make me cry today? Like, I don't mean to downplay it like that, actually. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, just go to the doctor. I know it's the fact that it's going to take a while. I was able to at least get into a doctor in a couple weeks, just for like a general physical. Because I found, so I got new health insurance from my new job. It was new at the time last year when I started, and so I had to get a new doctor because I had new insurance, and my old doctor that I had had for years and years wasn't under that insurance anymore. Sad, but part of life. So I found a new doctor last year, and I really, really liked them. And so then I went there, and I had my doctor's appointment. It was great. And then, like, I feel like it was like a month or two later. No, it doesn't matter either way. She's not in my network anymore. So I had to find another new doctor again this year. And I just like had been putting it off a bit. Like, let's just be realistic. I could have found a doctor a while ago, but like I need to get my depression meds and stuff renewed. And so I need to go see a doctor. I've got like 2 or 3 months left of them, but like figured I shouldn't. I've done that in the past where I've waited too long. And then I end up making a video where I'm crying on YouTube because I didn't have my meds for a couple weeks and it ruined me mentally. Learning. Yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully this doctor's good. I mean, at least they're in my insurance network, so that's great. And it's just one of those things where they only had a couple of reviews online. One of them was a 1-star, one was a 5-star, and so I'm like, we'll see. But either way, let's see. If I get to change one thing in my life, what would it be? I mean, there's a couple things. What would it be? There's 2 things that I'm thinking of, and I can't decide between them. Because, well, okay, because in one aspect it makes me sound very shallow and awful. But then in the other aspect, it's the whole thing kind of like college where it's like, it has shaped me into who I am. And so, like, do I really want to change mistakes that I've made in the past just so that I could still have the things that I lost because of those mistakes? Or do I want to be financially stable? And see, that sounds awful. But also, so I don't know. One of 2 things. I'm not going to decide. You guys can call me a horrible person, whatever you want. I wish I was financially stable. I'll just put it that way. Like, be it that means, okay, I've got $1 billion in my bank account, or it just means that I have enough to live on month to month where I'm not ever scrambling or I'm not ever worried about being able to pay this or that, like financial stability. I think that is a big thing. And it's one of those things, money can't buy you happiness. Truth, however, it can buy you comfort and it can buy you fun. And like, so it's one of those things. But then the other one, sorry, my eyes are very goobery at the moment too. But yeah, the other thing is just being able to change mistakes that I've made in the past where I've lost friendships because of those mistakes. Like, would I like to have those friends still in my life? Yes, if those friendships would be the same as they were before mistakes were made. But at the same time, it's not guaranteed that even if I didn't make those life-changing mistakes or choices, like, we don't even have to call them mistakes if that takes the responsibility off of me. Like, I take full responsibility. I know what I did. I know how that contributed to the end of these relationships. If I took those away, who knows? Maybe they or I or both would have changed enough as people that we wouldn't even be friends now anyways. I mean, at least then we would have a chance to rekindle things, but I also don't know. So, yeah. Is that horrible of me? Maybe it is, maybe it is. And like I said, I don't want to like downplay how much I miss those relationships, because I like the ones that I'm thinking of, like the three, especially in my head, that I can think of that were like big friendships and people in my life that are not in my life anymore, and that like I don't think there's ever a chance we're gonna be friends again. I have a hard time talking about that without crying. So like, I miss those friendships. I hate what happened. I hate what I did. But it is what it is. So either way, let's stick with the money answer, so then I don't cry and I can think about like, yeah, because then I'd be able to buy a house. I could, if I had that $1 billion in my bank account, I could donate to like some charities that I really would want to donate to. I could help out animals in need, research in need. I could spoil my friends and family. I could go on vacations. Like, that's a much more fun answer. So either way, COVID destroyed you. I mean, I think it destroyed a lot of people, honestly, be it debt, health, relationship wise, living wise. Like it was not good for, I don't know that anyone would call it a good thing that ever happened. But either way, what's a food that I've been craving lately? Last night it was Chinese food, so I got some pineapple fried rice, and my God, it was so good. I love pineapple fried rice. It's so delicious. I know it sounds weird. It's like pineapple on pizza. You hear about it for the first time, and you're like, excuse me, disgusting. But then you try it. I mean, obviously you have to like pineapple, okay? But like then you try it. Oh, life changing in the best way. I think. But either way, it's best to just remember them fondly. It's true. I do. And I do. But then that makes me miss them. And then that makes me cry again. So I'm going to try and not think about that. Leaving friendships behind is honestly the best choice. It sucks trying to rekindle a friendship only to realize it's not the same anymore. Yeah. I mean, yes and no. I mean, at least you can at least give it a chance. I don't even have a chance at these to rekindle them. Like I burned that bridge. Yay, mental health ruining relationships. Like, and granted, at the end of the day, I take responsibility. I'm not using my mental health as an excuse. I am just using it as a reason. Like it did contribute. Like if I had not been so deep in the depression that I was, and in the unstable mentality that I was, and if I had gotten therapy sooner, like I don't think I would have acted the way that I acted. But yes, Chris, mental health provides context. I wish everyone could see it that way. I wish these friends could give me that grace, but I also know that I don't. Like, saying it that way makes it sound awful, but like, like I don't deserve it. Like no one, but do you know what I mean? Like, what am I trying to say? Where like no one, it's not 100%. Like it's not that you don't deserve forgiveness, but like forgiveness is not guaranteed, I wish it was, but like that's not my choice. Like whether someone else forgives me or not, like that is not something that I just like deserve at the end of the day. Like that's on them, like whether or not they want to do that or can do that, so I mean, ball always will be in their court. If they ever want to talk to me again or try to whatever again, like I am there. Like I am a changed person. Like I would probably cry a lot. Like I can't talk about this without crying. Like it's yes, Michael, thank you. Forgiveness is not owed. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. Oh, Sarah. Oh, your best friend of 11 years and you broke up, and then many years later you rekindled your friendship. I mean, for me, it's been so many years, like a decade kind of a thing, that like I don't know that it's really in the cards for me. But if I would be very humbled. Um, Anywho. I didn't come on here thinking it was going to be a cry session. Thank you, BXGal347. Keep you informed. Oh, just like on how I'm doing, I will. I promise. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. Let's see. Thank you, FM. My eyes are so pretty. I mean, I appreciate it. Let's see. Would it be too inappropriate to ask what happened without intruding too much? I mean, it wouldn't be inappropriate to ask. I just don't know that I can explain it without, like, talking about them. And I don't think that I want to do that. You know what I mean? I guess I can say from my point, I went through a very short phase. I mean, in the big grand scheme of things, like it was maybe for a year or so, where I wasn't like drinking a lot, but when I did, I became problematic. And I don't know what it was. I mean, I suppose it was attention seeking behavior because I knew I needed help, but I didn't know how to get it. And drinking made it so that I would actually like try and get attention, but I would go about it in a negative way, and get attention in a negative way. And I would say things that it's not that I didn't mean them, but I also did not phrase them well, and I phrased them harshly. And it would just kind of come out of nowhere. Like we'd be having a great time, and then all of a sudden I would like, bam. Like that's not like that's not great of me, and undeserved. Like granted, these feelings that I had towards these friends of mine, like they were issues that were happening between us in our friendship that needed to be worked on, but the way that I went about bringing it up, awful, and hurtful. And I think that's probably the best way to put it, I think. Yeah, I would say that. I'll say that. I think that's enough. Thank you, Lori. I am doing okay. I am. A topic just got brought up unexpectedly. Here we are. Did it feel weird going back to an in-person job after doing YouTube for so long? Yes and no. I mean, it was kind of like it feels good to be home. Like, I haven't, like, I don't know, like it was a new job for me, but just to like be with coworkers and like enjoy being in a space together, working with people felt like home since, before YouTube, I was always working with people and collaborating with people type of a thing in my jobs. And I did miss that. I always knew I missed that. So, yeah, it did feel weird, but it also felt great. And like I had been longing for it for so long that once it finally came around, I was ready for it, and it just felt really good. Being the friend that didn't drink anymore was isolating. You drink now, but that response alone was telling. Sorry that happened to you. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, it sucks. I wish it hadn't have happened, but like I learned a lot about myself from it, and I've corrected my ways. And when I drink, I don't drink that much anymore. Like I couldn't even tell you the last time I've had a beer. Like I just don't I think because it reminds me so much of like that year where I was so self-destructive, um, I just don't ever want to put myself in that situation again, even though I've like gotten to a point where if I do have a couple drinks or whatever and I'm feeling it, I can like course correct if I feel myself going down that like negative road. I feel it happening and I could be like, dude, what are you doing? And then I can turn it around so I'm not like an awful person to be around. But like I said, I just like, I don't feel a need to put myself in that situation anymore. And I've obviously caused myself enough trauma with it where like, it's not desirable for me. So thank you, Sam. I know. And I'm like not, I think it's been a long month. I think this is all like catching up to me in this. But yeah, giving yourself grace and forgiveness is also important. It is. I need to work more on that. Because I do. I felt like I've reflected a lot and like I said, learned a lot and like have taken accountability and like all of that. But it still doesn't feel good knowing that I ever acted that way. So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Kim. You were in the emergency room twice last week and you're finally starting to feel better. Well, I'm so happy that you're feeling better. I'm so sorry that you had to be in the emergency room for whatever reason you were there. Thank you to those of you sending me some love. How's my mom doing? Are you guys watching The Bachelor? We are doing well. We are doing well. She is doing well. We are not watching The Bachelor, or at least we haven't started to yet. Maybe we will. We both kind of fell off the Bachelor franchise. It just kind of got a little, I don't know. It just wasn't doing it for us much anymore. That being said, I'm not against it. There have been other things. We've been, watching Married at First Sight, which I think, has it ever happened before where every single one of them gets divorced on decision day? Because if it hasn't happened before, I could see this being a first, except for the newly married couple that's only been together for a couple weeks. But like everyone else, I could see everyone else being like, bye. I have so many questions about this round of people on Married at First Sight. Like, what even? And I feel like it's this way with like Love is Blind too. Like I've started watching they're on season 6. So my mom and I just started watching that Friday. And it gets to that point where like a show like that where you're finding love, there's an actual possibility for the first season or two, but once that show gains traction and like hype and everything, everyone that's on it for the most part is just there for clout. And like it's not, like it's not satisfying in the same way. I mean, it's satisfying in the like ridiculous drama, but yeah, like I actually want people to find love. So like, I don't know. It's still fun to watch, but either way. Yeah, age 20 in your 20s, you're mature and self-centered. Yeah, I think a lot of us are. It's a time of growth and finding yourself. You will lose friends along the way and gain wisdom. Yeah, it's so weird. You really don't necessarily feel it while you're in it. But like looking back, yeah, I would say a lot of, at least my early 20s for sure. It's much more of a self-centered time of life. And like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Like you're, still trying to find yourself and like make your way and stuff. So you kind of do have to be self-centered in many aspects of your life in that sense. But it also sucks to look back on. Like, there's just so many things I would do different. But at the same time, like if we hadn't been through those learning experiences, we wouldn't think we needed to do anything any different back then. So like so then I'd still be a self-centered, horrible person in my 30s. Like it's a lot of Yeah, Allison, watch the new Love is Blind. Such a fun train wreck. We're a few episodes in, a couple episodes in, I think. I forget. We've seen one couple meet each other, I think. Have we seen two? I think it's just one. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I can see that it's a horrible train wreck because most of the people on the show this season, ew, ew, ew. I forget what the one guy's name was, but he like compared himself to Superman like right off the get-go in his interview. He's like wearing the glasses and he's got his big muscles and like tries to act all professional, but then he like went and I was so mad because like I mean, AD seems like a super nice girl. Like, I guess I don't have huge feelings about her because I've only watched a couple episodes. But, like, she seems like a perfectly nice girl. And so for him to have, like, fed her all of those lines about, you know, like, let's run away together. I want to ask your dad for your hand in marriage and, like, this, that, the other. And then for her to go back that same night. I'm sorry, spoilers. I'm sorry, spoilers. I'm sorry, spoilers. I'm sorry, spoilers. I'm sorry. I forgot that this is like usually I'm so used to like watching shows like way after they've been released. So I'm so sorry. This is like actually kind of a new release like within the last week, isn't it? Either way. So spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. But yeah, then for her to go back that night and find out that he said those exact same things to another girl. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. But then for her to go right back with Clay, I mean, granted, I don't know that they're going to get together. I assume they're going to propose and whatever else. But, like, girl, you said it yourself. Like, he is the exact guy that you used to go to. And you know he's a player. And yet. I see all of these, like, daddy issues in her. I don't know if it's just, like, coming from personal experience. But, like, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. But, thanks, Lori, about my hair. I wish I could take credit that these are my curls, but I need a haircut. And when my hair gets to this length, it doesn't curl like this on the ends. These are my curls. These are not. So you too can have my hair. You can just take out a curling iron and you too can have this look for the most part. Yeah, I do like my hair longer, but like I said, it gets to this length and it's too fine where it just, sorry, it's all backwards. My hair just doesn't hold a curl when it's this long. You know, so I need a haircut, but I do like the length on me. It's very so much to think about. It's really not that big of a deal. I just know that so many other people love my hair long too, so I feel like guilty cutting it. But at the same time, I hate it because it's so much harder to work with. I can't just like scrunch my hair and go. I have to like actually wait for it to dry because I know the ends aren't going to be curled. And I have to curl the ends and either way. Oh, I know. Yes. We love the baldness. Australia's Married at First Sight is way more of a dumpster fire than America's Married at First Sight. They do it different on the Australian Married at First Sight. I love Australian Married at First Sight. Who exactly wrote the shameful coulda, shoulda, woulda, oughta book? I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Halo extensions, I just don't know that I can do extensions because my hair is so thin and fine. I just feel like they would be so obvious. And I would also worry that they would damage what little hair I have left. So, either way, do I play Pogo? Like a Pogo stick? Oh, Pokemon Go? Is that what that stands for? No, I don't. I never have been on the Pokemon Go train because I was scared that the second I downloaded it, I would be obsessed. And I couldn't do that to myself. I had too much to do. I can do extensions. Don't listen to the stereotypes. I just worry. Short hair is the best. You're getting yours chopped off again soon. Have I ever had a pixie cut? I do like having short hair. It's just so much more freeing and you can like toss it around and this and that. But I do think I look better with longer hair. I like the feeling of shorter hair. but I like my look of longer hair, and I also like that I can throw it up into different buns and stuff because I think I look decent with my hair up. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, but yeah, I have had a pixie cut. I had it for like a year or two in college, believe it or not. And I liked it, but it was a lot of maintenance because I had to straighten it, all my tiny little hairs because they would get all curly and just looked awful. So it had to be straight. Yeah, it was a lot of work, but it was what it was. I didn't think I looked awful. Hi, Annabelle. Welcome. You started playing Monopoly Go, and now you're addicted? I have never heard of it. I never liked the original Monopoly, though, so I don't know whether or not I would care for. I'm assuming it's like a mobile game. Yeah, just a 3/4 trim. I know. I really do. I just need to go and like get her done because it's weighing on me and my curls. But either way, I'm trying to think of what else I can tell you guys. The cats have been good. Mina and Milo just had their annuals not too long ago, so that was good. They came back with a great clean bill of health, both of them. Except for Dew, he needs to have some teeth removed. But he'll do great. But yeah, he's got the same thing G had, and Fig, the tooth resorption. So he's got to get 2 teeth removed, I believe it is. So he'll be getting that done this month. It's March. But yeah, that should be good. Hopefully we'll definitely will make him feel better once he's all healed up. So excited about that. Let's see. My car battery died a couple weeks ago. That was fun. I had like texted my mom like, all right, I'm on my way over for trashy TV. And I got down to my car, would not turn on, had to call mom and be like, so I'm not on my way over for trashy TV. Unless you want to like come all the way and pick me up and then drive me home later. Which like don't expect you to do. But that ended up being fine. Went and bought a new battery. My brother was kind enough to install that for me. So that's all taken care of. What else has happened? I don't know. Yum, Lori. The Garnier Grow Strong. I do love this, or I used to love the smell of Garnier anyways. I haven't smelled it in a long time, but thanks, Allison. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Sorry, the sun just came out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the replay when you get back. It shouldn't be too much, but either way. Sorry, it's so bright all of a sudden. Oh, you literally cried when your car battery died only to find out it was because you left one of the inside lights on. Oh, that's gotta suck. I thankfully had nothing to blame but my car battery. I mean, it had been like 6 years. So like I'd gotten away with a long battery life on my car. I just like, for a lot of that time I was working from home. I like barely drove my car, maybe 30 miles a week. So like didn't get much use out of it then. And even once I started my new job here, my job isn't like so far away. I mean, it's not right next door, but it's also not like I'm driving an hour to work every day. So I got my use out of it. Sucks to have to replace it, there goes $250, but at the same time, I got my money's worth out of the last one. So, let's see. Do I watch Mr. Snowflake on YouTube? No. Does he talk about, does he do like pretty art things with snowflakes? That would be cool. I would like that. Let's see. YouTube drama? No, I do not watch YouTube drama. I used to, and then it just got too real and relatable. Like it was, or not necessarily relatable, but like too close to my world, since I'm also in YouTube, and every now and then I would get dragged into YouTube drama. Like it just was too much for me. So like, no, I don't. Yeah, did I ever answer that earlier? How's my mom doing? My mom's doing great, as far as I know anyways. She just got back from a vacation, so lucky her. Not jealous at all. No, she's retired. She deserves to enjoy her retirement. Still jealous, but Yes, Michael, at least it's not the engine. Exactly. When it came to my car battery, like of all the things, like I think I got lucky, you know? A lot of other things could have cost me a lot more money in repairs and parts. So like, yeah. Yeah, you love the independence of having a car, but the upkeep is awful. It sure can be. It sure can be. Do I still keep up with Trisha Paytas? You love seeing her thrive with her baby and husband. I do not. I'm so happy for her and like said her husband and her baby and baby on the way. I honestly don't have time for YouTube anymore, like since having my other job. Or I have very little time for YouTube anymore. So even like, you know, I used to watch the H3 podcast religiously. I couldn't even tell you the last time. I mean, it's probably been like, I mean, at least since I moved into this apartment, so it's been at least half a year. I don't have time. The only time I have for YouTube really is for my stuff, like creating stuff, and then, you know, a couple random PokeTubers where I can just kind of have them on in the background and I don't need to fully submerge myself. Like usually that's what I have on for, you know, like the half hour or so when I'm getting ready in the morning, making lunch. And then at the end of the night, sometimes I'll have it on, but no, I've been much more prone to, you know, going on Netflix and stuff. I have been, oh my God, you guys, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum. It is so pure and beautiful and awkward and relatable and funny. Like, just, I shouldn't say relatable. Like, I don't know. I've never been diagnosed or anything. I don't think, I mean, everyone's like at least a little bit on the spectrum, right? Either way, I've never been diagnosed or anything. Like, I shouldn't say relatable in that sense. Because yeah, like, I feel like that's disrespectful to people that actually, you know, live with and go through these things. But either way, it's just so sweet. Like of all the love dating shows and stuff that I watch and many of us consume, it's just like a disaster and drama and all of that. But Love on the Spectrum is just so like pure. Like they just want to be able to like have their person. And like I wish we could all be so straight up in these situations, like at the end of the date, and one of them asks the other, you know, like, hey, I had a great time, like, can I see you again? And the other one's like, no, I didn't, it wasn't great for me, bye. And then like, okay, yeah, though, that's just cool. Like no one gets left hanging, no one is like, do they, don't they? It's like, no, this is just the way it is. I do like that. It's very cute to me. It's very, very cute to me. And I just want the best. When I tell you, I forget their names. I know the girl's name is Abby, right? I forget her partner's name. I don't know that they're married yet. Engaged still, maybe. But either way, when they went on their safari to Africa and just like started serenading each other with Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Because they love lions and the Lion King. When I tell you, I sobbed like in the happiest way. It was so beautiful. I just, precious. David, there we go. Yeah, that sounds right. I just want the best for all of these people. I really do. I really do. And I forget his name. Michael, Mark. I forget their names. I'm so sorry. I have a hard time with names in life too, in real life too. But he's on the Australian one, right? I'm pretty sure, and he's obsessed with dinosaurs. He is so nice, like just like sweet and caring, and like you can just tell how genuine of a person he is, and like just. I mean, I want the best for all of them, but like especially him. I want him especially to find love. Like. They're just precious. And Dan refuses to watch it with me. He says it reminds him too much of himself, which like that's fine if he feels that way, but I think it's so precious and cute. And yeah, sometimes it can be a little painful at some moments. Like there was one girl on the Australian one that like farted at dinner. and she burps a lot. I get it. That's pretty awkward. It's pretty cringe. It's pretty hard to watch. But like at the end of the day, it's like we're just humans. Like, you know, I don't know. I just think it's so sweet. Yeah. Cassandra, it's so refreshing to see wholesome relationships on TV. I know. We've fallen so much into the drama that like getting to see the wholesomeness is just really refreshing and nice. It really is. All of the Saltburn discourse. Are people still talking about that? Saltburn. I wanted to watch the movie just because everyone was talking about it, but Dan said it was apparently awful, or he heard it's like awful. Which, like, yeah, but that's why I want to watch it. We did watch the live action Yu Yu Hakusho. Awful, awful, awful. Who chose that as the actor for Kuwabara? Looked like not even kind like I okay. And then also just like them cramming 18 seasons into 5 episodes. Like if you have not seen the actual anime or whatever, you're not going to understand the live action in the slightest. And so then now we just started last night watching the live action Avatar The Last Airbender. And the first episode was so good and like true to the storyline and like great. And I was like, oh my gosh, like they're actually kind of like fitting in the humor and like I see it. And now we're like 5 episodes in and it's on track, but it also like makes its moments where it's so off track where I'm like, wait, I don't think that happened until like season 3 and now it's here. Like what? Either way. Yeah. Live action was pretty decent. Oh yeah, way better than the movie. Oh my god, the M. Night Shyamalan disaster. Yeah, I remember seeing that in theaters. Oh my god. No, thank you. Plus actual like more accurate casting of like ethnicities and whatnot. Like I just props there instead of like whitewashing. Like I was at least very happy to see that. So yes. Oh yeah, and Iroh. I know. I love him. Like such a good character. Like Uncle Iroh and Prince Zuko. Like what a duo. Iconic. And like they're getting that at least like dynamic really well. And yeah, I think they did a great job casting. And like making them, you know, like ethnicity and stuff aside, but like actually kind of looking like the character just in general. I was very happy with a lot of the casting so far. Yeah, he looks exactly how you pictured him. Yeah, it's hard with him not having the same voice, but like obviously he's not going to have the same voice, and I'm glad he's not like trying to put on that voice of the voice actor that did the majority of Iroh on the show. So yeah, I'm happy with him. You remember leaving the M. Night movie and everyone was groaning about how awful it was. You're nervous to watch the show. Yeah, I mean it's one of those things. Like it's not the same as the cartoon. Like it's just not. Like it wasn't ever going to be. And like I can't think of the right word. Egregious amount of green screens that are very visible. It's a little like we're in 2024. Like I think we can do a little bit better. But like I think for what it is so far, there have been some errors, but like it's been enjoyable, you know, for what it's worth. So just maybe don't go into it thinking it's going to be a masterpiece or as good as the original, and I think you'll probably be okay. What did I think of Legend of Korra? I never finished it. That's one of my shows that I want to. I don't know how far into it I ever got. I had started watching it when I was in grad school, and then I just didn't have time to finish it. And I also don't think it drew me in as much as the original. But I feel like a lot of people retrospectively have really enjoyed Korra for what it was. And so I do want to go back and watch it, actually. So either way, yeah. I think that's good. I think I've cried enough for today, you guys. It is so hot in here. Minnesota weather, what you doing? Oh my God, this last week, it was like one day it would be 25 degrees, and then the next day it would literally be 60 degrees. And the next day we would have snow. And then the next couple days we're like almost in the 70s here. Like it just turned March and we're having almost 70-degree weather. Like, where do I live? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Minnesota, huh? I have questions. Either way, shout out to the tiny fan. Thank you, Michael. Yes. Big shout out to this fan. I think I've had this since I was in college. Yeah. Do we see like wasn't that, do they still do that for the college brand of stuff at Target? There's an embarrassing amount of cat hair in this, but how do you actually clean a fan? Either way, I am gonna go. I'm gonna get stuff done here, get some editing done, and just some general Sunday stuff. Got to get laundry done. Got to make my lunches for the week, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I just thank you guys for this slight therapy here. I didn't expect to do that, but all right. Thank you guys for being here for me. I think that's the main lesson here. Thank you guys for being here for me. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for caring. Like my words will never be able to express how much I appreciate and just am so grateful for you guys being here in my life. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend or week ahead, whenever you're watching this. If you had to catch this on the replay, totally understandable. Or if you just caught it at the end here, and you need to catch up on the rest of it, YouTube, once it's done processing, this will go live and everything, so you'll be able to watch it. I hope you guys enjoy it. There should be the usual content from me this week, Click's channel video at some point this week. Next Sunday, you'll have a video here. I think it should turn out that way. But either way, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the support and love and care. And like I said, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, stay well. Until then, goodbye.